are. It is the TCAN Gold Club podcast, episode 5. It is week 13 of the regular season, and I'm joined with our regular guest, Justin Floody, along with one of my favorite league members, my rival, a one-time champion, and a future master's in business administration, Nathan O'Connor. How you doing?
Hey, Herman. It's really an honor to be here as a content creator such as yourself. I respect the art, I respect the pod, and I respect what you're doing to put content out there for the masses.
Thank you. I'm very flattered.
Wow.
And in a display of my respect, I am opening an unopened box of Michter's single barrel that was procured during the 2021 TCAN Gold Club Fantasy in Louisville, Kentucky, and pouring it into an old Forester glass procured on the streets of Louisville in honor of the pod.
What do you mean procured from the streets of Louisville?
Yeah, it sounds illegal.
Yeah. You find it?
Yeah, no, it costs highly inflated numbers.
So you're not saying that that's something that you snuck out of the what was it called? The bull riding bar, PBR, where you were a little enamored and distracted emails at the time?
Oh yeah, we were trying to get Nathan a lady friend at the time, but that's no longer a problem. How's that going, Nathan? Tell me about your life these days.
You know, my life has always been one of ups and downs. Some would say a cyclic performance, but I'm happy to say I'm riding high now. I'm, my girlfriend Katie, she's been phenomenal. You know, she is one of a kind, and it really takes somebody to like me. And I really knocked it out of the park on this one, so I'm feeling real good about it.
I love the self-awareness.
Yeah, I've had many where it was turned out to be a one-way street, and it takes two to tango. So if you only got one, it ain't gonna work.
That's what they say.
All right, so on this pod, we like to play a game called Two Studs and a Pud. I finally know how to say that. Nathan, are you familiar with the game?
I'm familiar.
Would you like to go first?
Now, do we do a round robin where we each do studs and then puds, or I do all them all?
It's been different every time. You're the guest. What do you want to do?
All right, so I'm gonna start, and I'm actually gonna do
Timeout.
Can I get a timeout? There's a couple more intro things that I think we need to cover before we get into the.
Oh, go on. Pardon me.
First off, I think we need to clap it up. Mr. Taylor Stout had his young baby girl, Anna, over the weekend. Okay.
Bad job by me. That's true.
Forget a major life moment by one of our league members here.
Yeah, I tried to have him on the pod, and he declined, so we got Nathan.
Well, he's a little occupied at the time. So, they're still adjusting. They only got home yesterday. So this is only really the second full night that they've been back. So, well, good job. Way to impregnate your wife. You got it all the way through.
Congrats on the sex.
I got one more. I'll clap it up again. Clap it up. 3 of the top 4 scorers from this past week are on this call right now. Right here. 3
Let's go. So we do have a new high score this year. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah,
one of us 3 set the record for highest score this season.
We're not worried about that. We're moving that one under the rug. I just wanted to call out the 3 of the 4 top high scores from the week are on this call, which I assume means everybody won, right? I mean, I got a win. Herman, I believe you got a dub.
Oh, I definitely got a dub.
Nathan, you in the top 4 high score, you must have got a dub too, right?
Well, we'll get to it. You're stepping on some toes.
Sorry, we just didn't do a recap of last week, and we usually fly right by that, so I didn't know.
Clay, do you think you're being funny right now? This like a big joke.
I'm just. This is state of the league. I'm just doing announcements, notifications. We usually skip over this part.
Yeah, I like this. We should make you like the. I guess that's my job, but I like that if we have a organized little recap or state of the week or bye week spoiler, that we're gonna recap at the beginning instead of jumping right into two studs and a putt. I've been trying to trim it down, keep them short this week, but we should do a quick little recap going forward.
That's all I had. We can carry on now. Two studs and a putt. Nathan, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Time back in. Take it away.
Yeah, appreciate that, Floody. Your wisdom and really ability to say the things that really makes the emotions ride high is uncanny. So really,
Cheers.
Really applaud you for that. What are you drinking? A White Russian?
No, it's Christmas season, my friend. This is Bama's drink, eggnog and bourbon.
Very nice. I just got into a kick on drinking raw milk straight from the udder. No, none of that pasteurized crap. Just straight up.
What in the Vidalia is that?
What? Raw milk? This is what the cavemen drank. That's why they were so, evolved into, us. It's only in the last 100 years people started pasteurizing. And, back when there weren't any antibiotics, sure, you got to play it safe. But when you do that, it radicalize, what do you call it? Radicalized ions is what's called. Anyway,
is this an anti-vax PSA here?
No, it's not it's raw milk. We're talking about raw milk, Herman.
This isn't the Pat McAfee show. You're not Aaron Rodgers. We're moving past this.
Anyway, all right. So I got 2 studs, 4 putts.
Damn, I got a lot of putts too.
Yeah, 4 putts on this one. So all of these are in honor of Rivalry Week. So I take Rivalry Week very seriously. This is the most important week of the year for me. This is what fantasy football is all about.
Amen.
You can do whatever the rest of the season, but Rivalry Week, this is where the rubber meets the road. And if you don't take this seriously, you don't take fantasy seriously. And if you don't take fantasy seriously, what are you doing? You need to go on some Reddit thread and just spend the rest of your life trolling people because you're missing out in the fountain of youth of life. Anyway, 2 studs. I wanna really give a big shout out to Callahan and Ligotti. So historically, their rubbery has been, how do I say it, trash. And I'm gonna read an excerpt out of a memo that Brian Callahan wrote himself. This is in his own words about himself. This is what he wrote in his memo sent to the league about how Andy Ligotti is a better person than him. So this is from argument number 3, titled "There is not a single known redeeming quality about Brian." This is the last paragraph. It says, "In fact, the bad qualities of Brian are instantly recognizable. When respondents answered the first moment they knew Brian sucked, they responded, 'When I saw him,' or a few seconds after our first conversation, and when I first met him his pledge year." So this can only indicate that he has an aura of suck around him. Just like in Jaden Smith versus moviegoers, when it was proven that Jaden Smith was dislikable in the first few seconds of The Karate Kid, Brian might be the second known human with this instantly recognizable quality. So he has come a long way from that. I would say that in my one true rankings of the heart this year, I placed Brian at number 1. And rightfully so. He's done so much for this league. He's done so much for his community and his family. And I really applaud him for his qualities that have really lifted people up all around him.
Are we still doing this?
When do we cut Nathan off for this bullshit?
Are we still sucking Brian's dick because of whatever you owe him?
Mother-in-law nonsense.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
we all know what you're talking about.
I think it's offensive for you to talk like that about Brian. But he's a real stud this week with Ligotti because they have formalized their bet, their rivalry, that the the trophy, so to speak, is a British wig, because they're both loggers, a British wig that will be worn by the winner's choice, either him or Legati. And at the draft, the judge with the wig will preside over the rule votes and the rule enactments, new rules for the league. So big shout out to them for formalizing that bet.
You
I
know,
love that bet.
that's past tense now, though. We know who won it.
Yeah, it was a pop quiz. Do you know who won the bet, Nathan?
I'm going to say Legati.
Wrong. The one guy that outscored you that made you fourth instead of top 3 scores this week.
Yeah.
Man, well, that's surprising.
But yeah, I do love that bet. The arguing over rules is my favorite thing in the draft, and it only gets better now. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, so it's a big win.
All right, hold on. Let's do round robin. Let's bang out our studs because I think we got a lot of puds. Justin,
right.
do you want to go?
I'll do a stud. Well, my first stud is a 4-part stud, not to be confused with 4 different studs.
Could be the longest episode ever.
No, it's quick. It's quick. My first stud. Congrats to all of the now playoff locks. Herman was already clinched a while back, but now we have Herman, Taylor, Bama, and Holt. The bracket's pretty much set. I mean, I guess 3rd and 4th can still shake out for position, but we know the top 4. We know who's going into it. So big respect. Clap it up for the playoff, folks. Clap it up. Good job, everybody that made it.
I love the little X's next to it now.
It's cool that it's 4 X's and then everybody else eliminated. So we got quite a bottleneck in the Bandy Bowl competition. But anyway, that's my stud number 1.
That's a great segue because my stud is the Bandy Bowl. And it's actually happening this week because we've got 4 teams mired at 5 and 7 right now. Andy and Bama or Abinda play each other this week. And basically the winner makes the Bandy Bowl.
Yep.
And there's one scenario where they can both actually do it. Binda needs to beat Andy, and then Sam and you need to both lose, and then with points, Andy will jump back up in there. Yeah. But Andy's probably going to beat Binda, and Binda will be in the bottom, and then Andy gets to play, I don't know, either you or Sam, whoever wins.
Well, if Sam and I both win, Sam will be in because he's got points.
Yeah, I was thinking about sending out an email, but shout out to the Bandy Bowl. It's happening this week because I don't think we're going to get an official one this year.
That's my actual favorite matchup too. So
it's a good one.
A little teaser. Yep, you guys got me on it.
Nathan, do you have another stud, or you burned your both at the same time?
No, that's my 2 studs.
Justin, do you have another?
Legati and Callahan for reaching an agreement.
Yeah, it's really just a call out. If this is published tonight or tomorrow, I don't know. But happy birthday, Bama! Tomorrow, November 30th is Bama birthday. So happy.
This will go out November 30th. Yep.
So that's my second stud. Stud of the day, birthday boy, Bama.
Birthday boy, Bama.
Clap it up. Happy birthday, Bama. Clap it up. There we go.
Good claps episode. All right, my other stud is Holt. His record of 125 points per game looks kind of out of reach now. I've fallen off the last couple of weeks. The irony is he's in playoffs with the 3rd lowest points. Do you know who has the 4th highest points scored this year, and he's not in playoffs?
Samson.
Nathan.
Oh, that's
Nathan has the 4th most points scored, and he's in last place.
I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, you say tomato, I say tomato. I find this as a welcome relief that I no longer have to stress about the championship. However, I can breathe easy that I will triumph all those other losers in the Sacco.
That's what I thought last year too.
Yeah. Sacco claims all. You never know.
All right, let's get to it, Nathan. Give us your puds.
Okay, pud time. Let's go.
We're gonna
cut this. So the first 2 puds are yours truly in the camera here, Justin Floody, and his quote unquote rival Sam Sin, both guests on the pod. Their rivalry is supposed to be the Hanky Bowl.
Yeah.
Where is the hanky?
You want me to go get it?
Go get it. Let me
Put him in
see
his place. Put him in his place.
I want to see it right now, and I want it to be up to date. I want the embroidery.
This might be bad for Justin.
What it is supposed to be. Because if it's out of date, PUD 2.0.
Double putt.
But I'm assuming Floody lost this past week.
Pop quiz.
So first off, I won this past week. Not only did I win, I had second highest points for on the week. Not only was I second highest points for on the week, I obliterated Samson by like 30 points. Wasn't even a competition. Not only that, Sam didn't even fill out last year's winner. Right here. He left it blank. So when I go to get this embroidered, I'll be putting the current champion on the Hanky Bowl handkerchief here. I will be presenting it to Mr. Samuel L. Sin, and he will be required to wear this at all formal occasions.
Yeah. So it hasn't been updated since 2020.
That's a good deflection.
I created this, and I won, and I gave it to him, and he was supposed to embroider 21 and 22, and he instead just gave it back to me and said, "Here you go."
So it's not your fault, is what you're saying.
I created this. This only exists because of me.
Yeah.
We got to give them a little respect because until now they were the only other third other group to do a wager. There's still one pair that maybe they should start wagering like a child or something. Like,
well, that's okay. So you're doubly PUD, Floody. You've had 3 years. I don't want any excuses. Get the job done. Okay.
Just won it Monday.
I don't care, man. Do your job. Okay.
Okay. This is the guy that took a year and a half to give game meat.
No, we'll get to that.
Okay.
it was really good though. It was worth the wait.
All right. So next two PUDs. Taylor Stout, Bama, David Gordon Hardy, the fourth. These guys don't even have a hanky. They got nothing. What even is the name of their rivalry? What is it? There's not one. There's not a name. There's nothing to give away. There's no punishment. There's no reward. There's nothing. It's as if it's just another game in the season when it's not. I mean, T-Stout was Bama's best. Oh, wait. No, it was the other way. Right? Somebody was in the other, I don't know. But they're like, should have something. It's an embarrassment to themselves, really, but more so an embarrassment to me as a member of the league that there are people in this that don't take this seriously. So it really diminishes the level of elite talent we have when people don't respect it. And that's what we have here. So they're big time PUDs.
The commissioner.
That's a great point. He's the commissioner. We're supposed to look to him for these kind of standards, and in fact, it's the opposite. So frankly, I'm tired of it. I need something to happen, and I need it now.
It really sounds like you're pushing for a co-commish right about now. I don't know if I heard that right. What was that?
Well, I would, Floody, but the one in question doesn't appreciate it either, as evidenced by the hanky that hasn't been updated since before the pandemic.
Okay. I also had to update the trophy when the trophy was given to me. And who was the last person to update it? The person before Nathan. I'm sorry, update it correctly. The person before Nathan. Then Nathan put jacked up font all over the trophy. We had to get a brand new frame for the front of it because it looked hideous. So I don't want to hear shit about you updating it wrong.
I used the best guy in Vidalia, okay?
Enough said.
It wasn't even close. I cost Justin an extra 70 cents or whatever.
It was like 15 to replace the whole thing.
That was great. Can I just say I love that you stare into the camera when you deliver monologues?
Who?
Yeah, it feels like you're talking to my soul.
Yeah. Go fuck myself then, yeah.
All right. So are you done with putts?
I think he's got one more.
No, that was 2 studs, 4 putts. Though you told me to prepare a joke for.
Oh, whoa. We're still putts and putts.
Okay, all right.
Justin, your turn.
I'm bringing my pud back to football, because not only did I crush Sam this week, there's really only one weak spot on the whole roster, and that was my flex, Mr. Deontay Johnson. And I don't know if you guys saw the whole debacle with Deontay Johnson being lazy on a play and not jumping for a ball. He basically looked like Nathan's fantasy team all year, just not giving a shit when he didn't need to, costing them the games. And he didn't cost me a game. I still won. I crushed Sam. I just wanted to mention that again. That's really all I got. Suck it, Sam.
I'd like to mention just one thing. So I drafted Justin Jefferson, and if you would assume that he would have garnered on average 10 points extra per game than my lowest RB or flex player will say, then I would have won 5 additional games, which would be, huh?
You did the math on it?
Yes. Look it up.
You wouldn't have beat me.
Well, not in rivalry. Yeah, the result in rivalry.
Or that first week. I think I doubled you up the first week.
Okay, that's 2 of the games.
And JJ was playing that week too, so
yes.
Went there.
But my point is that sometimes the Lord has better plans for you than.
It is pretty damning that you have a top 4 points for, and you're at the bottom.
That sucks to suck.
All right, I got 2 puds. The first one is people who get up early to play waivers. Because our good commissioner, 3 minutes after waivers processed, was on there snatching up free players because there's a minimum $1 bid that I've been fighting against for years. And he plays the system where he gets his ass up at 5:30 in the morning, which is hard for those of us in mountain time. That's 3:30 in the morning for those doing the math. It is impossible. So this man has gamed this system, living over there on the far East Coast, getting $0.0 waiver pickups at 5:30 in the morning like no one else can. It's bullshit. He's a pud for that.
I don't know how much sympathy you're going to get from the rest of his East Coasters on that one.
All right. Play the little violin or whatever.
Yeah.
The other one is people who don't set their lineups or play waivers. Nathan, who's your defense this week? What running back are you using? You make it hard to prepare for the pod when you don't have a full lineup.
Really?
Absolutely.
Where's my phone?
Great ball out.
Yeah. This probably explains why you're currently in 10th place. If you don't wait till Wednesday night or even Thursday morning to pull up your roster and see what's going on that week.
What's your team name even?
I have the best team name of everyone.
Something about Kittle?
Hurts a Kittle bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mediocre at best.
That was foreshadowing. You shouldn't have put a painful team name at the beginning of the year. But yeah, you're letting us down, man. This rivalry means something. And half of us doesn't even have a full roster right now after your whole monologue. That's tough. That's tough.
I accept your feedback. I lost a lot of energy when Justin Jefferson was called it quits.
The irony is that he's back this week. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I still got. That's why I didn't drop him. I knew he was coming back.
They're on bye this week.
Your excuses are just not working.
So he's not back till next week.
Hey, I got a joke.
I'll cut that. All right, yeah. Tell us your joke punishment joke.
So there was this moth, right? The moth, it goes to this podiatrist office, and the podiatrist asked the moth, he says, hey, what's the problem? The moth says, man, what's the problem? Where do I begin? And so, so the doctor says, man, you're really troubled. You should go see a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come to me? I'm a podiatrist. So the moth says, because the light was on.
So it was not an original, not a new joke. The Marklar is better than that shit.
Marklar is the all-time joke.
Like that was a weak effort for having to show up with a joke.
Okay. All right. I got another one.
All right, you get one more chance.
So this is like a 90s joke from the 90s. So a lot of people, they're skeptical about the marriage between Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. They say Lisa Marie, she's more of a sit-at-home type, while Michael Jackson is more of a homosexual pedophile.
That's it?
No.
All right. Well, that's Nathan, future NBA. He yep.
You get one for you. I heard this one the other day. Maybe you've heard it. What's worse than two girls running with scissors?
Two girls in one cup.
With the runs. But all
right, that's better than Nathan's two jokes. Shout out, Nathan. Thanks for coming on. This is everything I thought it would be. For those in Atlanta, Nathan's hosting a party. What's the date?
The 16th, I believe.
December 16th at Indaco, 725 Ponce de Leon Avenue. Open bar tab. Everybody welcome. Come celebrate the new NBA man.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.